Guys, it's Cindy here and welcome back again to my channel. So I just want us to see some videos. Now, based on popular demand, y'all are asking me, to keep making these videos because y'all want to see people's reactions, concerning the recent development in the US. Now, if you haven't heard, President Joe Biden pulled out of the presidential race and he endorsed Kamala Harris to replace him. And this is not sitting well with some people. And y'all know that Kamala is a woman of color, if I must use that word. Some people say she's not black. Some people say she's a woman of color. I don't know. But she's not white. Now, some white women and some other white people are not happy. Okay, some of them are saying, "Oh, I'm not supporting Kamala because she is not white. It's just because I don't like some of the things that she does and blah blah blah," which I'm gonna show you on this video. Now, again, I am not an American. I don't want to speak or talk about American politics, but again, based on popular demand, I'm gonna bring these videos here, and y'all please remember to keep it respectful in the comments. Let's check these videos out.
Dear Blue MAGA, now that Grandpa Joe has stepped aside and endorsed Kamala Harris as the presidential nominee, explain to me, without threatening me or fear-mongering me or condescending to me, why do I want to vote for her? Not why do I want to vote against Trump? Why do I want to vote for her? Not why do I want to vote against Project 2025? Why do I want to vote for her? Y'all don't seem to comprehend the actual question being presented here is the reason why I'm stressed. Because we keep asking with every presidential nominee that you Blue MAGA shoved down our throats. We have been asking, why do we want to vote for them? And the only answers we've been getting back is about why we want to vote against Trump. And we're done with it. What is she going to actively do to make the world markedly fucking better?
Joe Biden is out, comes as no surprise to anyone, should have happened 20 years ago. But anyway, we move forward. The thing that I'm really concerned about is that Kamala Harris is contesting the presidency. Now, Obama doesn't endorse her. A lot of people in the Democrats don't endorse her for very obvious reasons. The woman is just as bad as Biden, but she doesn't even have dementia. That's just her. She can't string a sentence together. She cannot be the president of the United States. If she is, it will be a calamity. Now, I'm in two minds because it would be fantastic for Donald Trump if Kamala Harris was the nominee, but there are still some crazy people in the US, a lot of them, who will probably vote for Kamala Harris just so they don't have to vote for Trump. So, yeah, let's hope they put in a somewhat competent replacement for Biden. This is such a circus. Honestly, what else can possibly happen in this election? Like, it has been crazy.
As a Canadian who just heard the news about Joe Biden stepping aside and naming Kamala Harris as his choice for the nominee to become the next Democratic nominee for president, I just have felt this overwhelming sense of hope. As your neighbors, it's been so hard to watch what's been happening and the divisiveness, and really just the media cycles have just been really painful. And we know they are for so many people in the States too. I served as a member of parliament in the Canadian Parliament when Donald Trump was president. And what I can tell you, it was terrible for Canada. And of course, we know it's just been horrible ever since, from the Supreme Court, what's been happening in the States. We've been watching here after Roe v. Wade was overturned, everything that's been happening at the state level that's impacting so many of you, and how frightening it's been. But I know one thing, Kamala Harris, F around and find out, because this woman is fierce, has done incredible things in her career, has done incredible things as the vice president, and she is going to be an epic opponent for the Democrats, who is likely going to become the first woman president in the United States. I know politically it's not easy to watch an incumbent walk away, to see an incumbent who had success and did great things. People inside of politics don't love that because there's always the strength of incumbency. But in this particular case, congratulations to Joe Biden, because this was the move to make. And I am just so excited to watch Kamala Harris, first of all, become the nominee, go to that Democratic convention, become their candidate for president, and to just watch history in the making. To all of our American neighbors who we've stood by and tried to do acts of solidarity. We just had the women's strike that we participated here in Canada, trying to show solidarity for what's happening to our sisters in the US and to everyone in the US. And so I just feel this overwhelming sense of hope today. And I'm so excited to watch Kamala Harris and what she's going to do in the coming months. By the way, Mexico just got their first female president, first one in North America. I think Kamala is going to be the second. What do you think?
I'm taking bets on when the sexist, racist, and bigoted comments are going to start flying, because you know that if you don't support Kamala Harris 100%, then you are a racist, sexist pig. Mark my words, that is going to be the new campaign strategy for the Democrats. They're going to gaslight and guilt the American population into voting for this inept, incompetent woman. People don't dislike Kamala Harris because she's a woman or because she's black. They dislike her because she's dishonest, she's dumb, and she doesn't have an original thought. The Democrats are going to change their campaign strategy to be around virtue signaling. See, they never had it before because Joe Biden is a white old man, just like Donald Trump. But now they have their silver bullet in Kamala Harris, a black woman. You can do so much with that. Imagine the possibilities. But don't be mistaken. Kamala Harris is Joe Biden in lipstick. She was right there when he signed off on all the illegal immigrants coming into the country, on all the COVID stuff, on giving billions of dollars to Ukraine. Right there. She agrees with him. She's a puppet of the Democrat overlords, exactly the same as Joe Biden was. These two have no power at all. And that's why the Democrats need to get out of office. And if you're going to vote for someone just because they're a woman or just because of their skin color, then you are as bad as the people who you call bigots.
Now that Joe Biden has dropped out of the race and selected Kamala Harris as his replacement, I'm pretty good. I'm good either way. A Donald Trump presidency would be awesome. We could end the wars, bring back our troops, not go to war with Russia, all those things. Those would be really great. We could reduce inflation instead of signing phony acts through actual economic policies that would benefit Americans. I would love that. However, a Kamala Harris presidency, wow. I mean, the entertainment value alone, the memes, the exposure of just how pathetic and ridiculous the Democrats and the deep state really are at running this country. Sometimes I really think you have to really hit rock bottom, for people to really learn their lesson. I feel like maybe right now, if Donald Trump gets elected and things go back and ho-hum and blah, 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 and everybody continues to hate Trump and everybody, the bickering continues, maybe we need Kamala to unite the country. Maybe we need someone so bumbling and incompetent, worse than Joe Biden, to really set us straight. What do you guys think?
So by now you've seen that Joe Biden has dropped out of the presidential race and endorsed Kamala Harris to be the nominee on the Democratic ticket. And if you haven't seen that, I'm happy to be the one breaking the news for you. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to stand up and get full-throated behind Kamala Harris. We are ready to be fucking coconut-pilled and ready to start fighting against Donald Trump and the Republican Party. With that being said, I am fully aware that a lot of people have reservations about Kamala Harris, and it's the people who are not in the political realm every day. I do this for work, and so I am fully aware of what she actually has accomplished and who she is as a person, but I know a lot of people, friends, family, strangers, who are going to be a little concerned that she is now up as the number one prospective Democratic nominee because people are like, oh wait, they just don't know her, they don't like her, people are concerned about her. Here are the facts of the facts, right? She has been on this ticket of the most progressive presidential administration in my lifetime. Some would say in the lifetime of the entire country, depending on how you look at it. So she has that to run on. Whereas in 2019, when she was running a campaign, she only had a couple years as a senator and years as an attorney general to run on. Second, she is not the same person that you saw run a campaign 4 years ago. She's also not the same person you saw as vice president 3.5 years ago when all the stories about all of the staff turnover was happening. She is now running a tight ship. This is a fully functional office of people that she has working beside her that you can rely on from day one. She is a fantastic speaker. She knows what she's talking about. She has the women's reproductive rights on the agenda. She's got democracy on the agenda. She can prosecute the case against Trump being a 34-time convicted felon. She's extremely well spoken. She is young. She is much younger. She is 54 years old, and you can bet that that is going to be impactful for a lot of the youth turnout because they said, we literally will vote for anyone else that is not 150 years old. So here's my call to action. Share this far, share this wide, share this within your soul, because this is going to be a tough 3 months. We are going out there and talking to every person who says, I'm concerned about Kamala Harris because she's not likable. You know why she's not likable, in your opinion? Is because nobody has taken the time to get to know her and make her likable. So if you just sit there, those of us that already like Kamala Harris, and say, no, actually, people do like her. Don't be worried. Don't be worried. That's one less person who's worried. And that's one person who will spread that to the next person who says, I'm concerned about her because I don't think people like her. And then that person will say, hey, no, actually, I heard a lot of people like her. And then that other person all of a sudden is like, no, you're right. I actually am hearing people like her. We are speaking this into existence. Any of the 2019 bullshit that she had to go through no longer exists. This is 2024. We've been through a lot.
So I'm not surprised that these reactions are coming up from white women. I mean, come to think of it, Kamala Harris is the first woman to serve as vice president. And if she defeats the Republican candidate, Donald Trump, in November, then she would be the first woman, the first black woman to serve as, president of the United States of America. And you are surprised, even though some of them are saying that they are not supporting her because of her skin color, but because of her character. Anyways, I don't know. Let me know your take in the comment section, what you have to say about this. Obviously, I am not surprised. The moment I read that Kamala Harris is coming up, to contest, to basically replace President Joe Biden, I knew it. Okay, I knew there's gonna be some reactions, especially from white women. But this is not the end of it. We are gonna see more videos, and of course, I'm gonna bring these videos here. Let me know what you all think in the comment section, guys. And thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and of course, come back for another video. I'm gonna see you all in my next one. You all be blessed. Bye.